What if I told you there's a cult anti-aging brand in Korea powered by human placenta? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you visit this channel, my name is Odile and I work in marketing and advertising in the Korean beauty industry. On this channel, I use my professional experience to bring you informative content on Korean beauty trends and history. So if you like to take your K-beauty knowledge to the next level, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Today's video was highly requested and it's about a cult anti-aging skincare brand called Isanox. Despite being one of the most important and innovative brands in the history of Korean beauty, there are not many people that know about this brand outside of Korea. So I wanted to make a video to talk about Isanox and their most innovative products. As I said a few times on this channel, Korean beauty is a fairly recent industry. And until 20 years ago, the Korean market was mostly dominated by foreign beauty brands, especially when it comes to anti-aging cosmetics and sunscreens. Isanox is a beauty brand launched by the LG Group in 1995 and is one of the few brands from that era that are credited for putting Korean cosmetics on the map. With Isanox, LG wanted to show the Korean general public that cosmetics made in Korea could be as innovative and high quality as foreign cosmetics. And for this reason, they created a skincare brand that was all about cutting-edge science and outstanding sensorial performance. In some interviews from the late 90s, LG said that they chose the name Isanox exactly because it sounded foreign and elegant, a sentiment that is also reflected in the first ad campaigns of the brand, which featured only Western models. Believe it or not, at some point they even appointed Jessica Alba as the face of the brand. There are two main things that made Isanox one of the most representative anti-aging brands in the history of Korean beauty. Number one, their research on retinoids, and number two, their work on ingredients derived from human placenta. In the next part of the video, I'll tell you about the outstanding research behind Isanox as I walk you through their most innovative products. Starting from their most iconic age-focused phytoproretinol wrinkle serum. This serum left an important mark in the history of Korean beauty. In Korea, some marketing claims like whitening or anti-wrinkle are strictly regulated by the local authorities. Before a beauty company can use those claims to promote a product, the product has to be registered as a functional cosmetic. In Korean skincare, there are only 5 types of functional cosmetics: whitening, anti-wrinkle, sunscreens, rinse-off acne treatments, and skin barrier restoring products. If a beauty brand wants to claim that a product has any of these properties, they must submit to the Korean authorities documentation that shows the safety and clinical effectiveness of the product before they're allowed to sell it. Plus, the effectiveness should be evaluated by independent testing agencies appointed by the government to avoid any potential bias. In 2001, Isanox age-focused phytoproretinol wrinkle serum made the history of Korean beauty for being the first product to be officially tested and approved to reduce the appearance of wrinkles. The first incarnation of this serum was called Wrinkle Decline and went on to sell over 1 million units in the first 3 years. After that, it became the Wrinkle Decline Double Effect in 2006, the Wrinkle Focus Serum in 2012, and finally, it was relaunched as the Age Focus Phytoproretinol Wrinkle Serum in 2016. And even after 20 years, is still one of the brand's top bestsellers. But that's not the only reason behind the success of this product. This serum is the embodiment of LG's research on retinoids. In Korea, there are only two beauty companies that are recognized for their research on retinoids. One is Amore Pacific, which was the first company in Korea to stabilize retinol in 1997, as you may remember from my recent video on IOPE. And the other one is LG. Over the years, LG's work on retinoids has mostly been focused on finding solutions to overcome the shortcomings of retinoids, like irritation, instability, and difficult absorption. This serum is exactly that. It's an entry-level retinoid designed for people that can't or don't want to use stronger retinoids. Since it was designed to be a gentle retinol serum, the age-focused phytoproretinol wrinkle serum only contains a low percentage of pure retinol. However, to make up for this low percentage, the serum was enriched with a powerhouse of anti-aging ingredients that work in synergy to improve the overall effectiveness of the product. First, we have Metamin A, the signature ingredient that turned this serum into a cult product and the very first retinoid entirely developed in Korea. Metamin A was developed by combining retinoic acid with polyethylene glycol to improve stability and skin permeability, as well as reduce irritation. In the original clinical trials, Metamin A was shown to have similar effects to retinol in terms of collagen production, but with higher stability, better absorption and less irritation compared to retinol and retinyl palmitate. Secondly, this serum also contains a patented cedrol complex, which is a proprietary ingredient developed by LG that you can also find in many other popular anti-aging serums made by the company, including the History of Who's Bijop Self-Generating Anti-Aging Concentrate, CMP Laboratories Retinol DX Treatment, or Who's Age Recovery Wrinkle Cut Serum, and even the recent Red Pro Retinol Serum from Dr. Belmore. After all these years, LG keeps using this same cedrol complex across all their brands because they spent years researching and developing the ingredient, and they really believe in its potential as an anti-aging treatment. The compound combines cedrol and a collagen-derived peptide to stimulate the production of collagen and elastin, a fact that was verified through in vitro and in vivo tests conducted by the LG research team. Lastly, the latest edition of this serum was enriched with a proprietary ingredient that combines many different plants with a high content of beta-carotene, which is a precursor of vitamin A. Beta-carotene on its own is not the most active form of vitamin A, of course, but it helps enhance the anti-aging properties of the rest of the formula. But besides this interesting synergy of ingredients, I always found the overall formulation of this serum to be really clever. As someone with dry and brittle skin that flakes very easily, I usually stay away from stronger retinoids because they often lead to peeling and flaking, at least in the beginning. Well, if you have the same concern, you'll probably like this serum because it was formulated to prevent this issue by providing great skin barrier support and enhance skin's natural defenses. As you can see, the texture looks very thick at first, but look how smoothly and quickly it spreads. The absorption of this serum is truly impressive and dries without tackiness in just a matter of seconds. As an anti-aging treatment, this serum really helps improve elasticity and make skin visibly more toned. But I also find it works wonders to refine skin texture and minimize the appearance of pores. So if you're looking for an entry-level retinoid that is gentle but effective at the same time, this is the #1 product I always recommend. Following the success of Isanox's age-focused phytoproretinol line, LG decided to launch Age Focus Prime, a spin-off line created to combat first signs of aging. Age Focus Prime was only launched 3 years ago, but it's currently the top best-selling line from Isanox in Korea. Products in this line contain all the retinol derivatives I mentioned before, but until recently, they didn't contain any actual retinol. And I said until recently because this year they upgraded the line with a retinol serum called Wrinkle for All Serum. Age Focus Prime is supposed to be a gateway line for people that are just starting out with retinoids or don't need stronger retinoids yet. The line contains the same gentle retinol derivatives as Isanox's main retinol line, but compared to the previous line, Age Focus Prime was enriched with ingredients like squalane and ceramide to provide additional skin barrier support. The reason for this is simple. Since Age Focus Prime was developed for people that never used retinoids before, this additional skin barrier support helps prevent any potential irritation, and at the same time it improves skin's defenses to reduce premature aging. The hero product from this line, and one of my absolute favorite Korean eye creams, is the Age Focus Prime Pro Retinol Double Effect Eye for All Cream. In one of my previous videos, I talked about AHC's iconic eye cream for face and how it went on to become the #1 best-selling eye cream of all time in Korea. Thanks to the interesting concept of an eye cream that could be used as a targeted anti-aging treatment for different parts of the face as well. Well, AHC's Real Eye Cream for Face was so successful in Korea that it inspired lots of different products with the same concept. And this Isanox eye cream is one of them. It's an eye cream that is rich enough to provide intense nourishment and protection to the delicate eye area, but with the spreadability and quick absorption of a soft lotion. In terms of performance, I find that this is the perfect middle ground between AHC's eye cream seasons 9 and 10. It provides great skin barrier support like AHC's Real Eye Cream for Face season 9, but with the lightness and quick absorption of season 10. It's truly a fantastic eye cream that smooths skin texture and fills in first wrinkles. This one you see right here is a limited edition jumbo size that Isanox launches every year for Christmas. But the standard packaging looks like this. If you try the standard size and like the product, I strongly recommend waiting for the Christmas limited edition, because for $10 more, you get twice the amount of product. Besides their work on retinoids, the other thing Isanox is remembered for is their research on ingredients derived from human placenta. In 2009, the LG Group, which I remind you is the parent company of Isanox, signed an exclusive partnership deal with the Cha Medical Group. The Cha Medical Group is a Korean company that is internationally recognized for its pioneering work on human stem cell research. LG decided to partner with them to develop innovative cosmetics based on human stem cells, which is something that was never done before in Korea. This partnership led to the creation of two important skincare lines that made the history of Korean beauty. Isanox Tervina line, which contains human placenta ingredients, and Who Is the First Geniture line, featuring human stem cell ingredients. And before you ask, I'll cover the first geniture in a separate video very soon. As I said, Isanox Tervina line was the first cosmetic line in Korea to contain human placenta ingredients. But if you're feeling icky about it, you have nothing to worry about, because the line doesn't contain any actual human tissues. The main ingredient of this line is RHPP8, which is a recombinant human placenta protein developed by the Cha Medical Group. The medical group researched human placenta to find the main components responsible for cell regeneration and combined those elements through biotechnology. The result is RHPP8. an ingredient designed to stimulate skin regeneration and protect it from external aggressors. The Tervina line turned out to be an instant success with the general public, leading Isonox to launch 2 spin-off lines inspired by the same technology. Currently, the brand offers 3 Tervina lines. Tervina AD, which is the standard line created to stimulate skin regeneration in relation to aging. Tervina Lumiere, which is a line designed to stimulate skin regeneration as well as improve overall skin radiance and vitality. Lastly, there's Tervina The Golden, an anti-aging skincare line created to help women going through menopause. This line contains twice the amount of RHPP8 of the other lines, and a combination of ingredients that mimic the action of natural estrogen. For your information, in this video I'll just cover the first 2 lines. Even though I had a general positive experience with the Golden line, I thought it would be deceitful to come here and recommend you these products when I'm not going through menopause or even pre-menopause. So I just want you to know that the line exists, but I'm not going to talk about it at this stage of my life. That being said, Tervina AD is the representative line of the Tervina franchise. Along with the human placenta ingredients that led to the fame of this franchise, the latest edition of the line also contains RFPP5, a human stem cell culture developed by the Cha Medical Group. Plus, it also contains FibroGlue, an ingredient created through biotechnology to mimic the action of fibronectin, which is a protein involved in multiple cellular processes, including tissue repair. Together, these ingredients promise to stimulate skin regeneration and improve skin's immunity in relation to aging. Products in this line have intensively rich and nourishing formulas that help fill in fine lines and creases, as well as provide great skin barrier support. The best seller from this line is the Tervina AD Regenerating Cream. If you're familiar with Korean cosmetics, you probably came across the term regenerating cream. Well, in Korean beauty marketing jargon, regenerating cream, aka Jaesen cream, is used to describe moisturizers designed to promote wound healing and stimulate skin recovery. These creams provide intense skin barrier support and are usually recommended to repair a damaged skin barrier or recover skin from overexfoliation, sunburn, acne, or laser treatments. These creams usually have thick balm-like formulas that form a strong protective film on the surface of the skin. This film mimics the action of a healthy skin barrier, meaning it protects skin from external aggressors and helps skin remain hydrated and smooth. Isonox Tervina AD Regenerating Cream does exactly that with the help of human placenta ingredients, along with more conventional skin barrier supporting lipids like squalane. I fell in love with this cream when I was trying to recover my skin after getting some extractions that left my skin looking like Emmental cheese. I tried multiple regenerating creams at the time, and the 2 products that gave me the most outstanding results are the Isonox Tervina AD Regenerating Cream and Ohui's The First Geniture Cream Intensive, which, as I said before, was made using a similar technology. To be honest, I can't really pick a favorite between these 2 because I find the formulas and overall performance to be really similar. They're both rich ointments that provide strong skin barrier support with a weightless finish, so they don't feel heavy and they don't sit on the surface of the skin like many regenerating creams do. My skin has a very slow recovery time, so after I got extractions, I wanted to try some products that promised to stimulate skin regeneration, to see if they really lived up to those claims. And I find that this is one of the few products that actually made a difference. Next, let's talk about Isanox Tervina Lumiere line. Along with the core ingredients of the Tervina franchise, the products in this line contain 2 additional human placenta ingredients developed by the Cha Medical Group. One is CHA-HH3, which is a recombinant amino acid sequence, and the other one is baby amino water, an ingredient that is biodesigned to reproduce amniotic fluid. These 2 additional ingredients promise to revive dull and lackluster skin tone and give complexion a healthy, natural glow. And in clinical trials commissioned by LG, it was also shown to reduce the appearance of sunspots and melasma after 2 weeks of use. Tervina Lumiere was especially designed for those people who are looking to reduce wrinkles and dark spots at the same time. Since many pigmentation disorders are triggered by strong sunlight, products in this line have lightweight formulas that can be used even during summer. In this line, we find one of Isanox's most popular products, the Tervina Lumiere Illuminating Treatment. The Illuminating Treatment is a brightening essence that works wonders to restore skin vitality and even out skin tone. It's one of the few products I came across that really lived up to the promise of giving skin a healthy glow. The product has an intensively hydrating gel formula that sinks into the skin, leaving it soft and supple without tackiness. On top of that, the formula also contains gold flakes and diamond powder that break down when you apply the product and give you a subtle but beautiful glow. Some people think that things like gold flakes have no place in skincare because they only provide an instant cosmetic effect and have no real long-term benefits, which is basically the equivalent of saying it doesn't make sense to cook elaborate meals because you can get all nutrients you need from vitamin supplements. Cosmetics are not medicines and you're allowed to enjoy your products, okay? It's clear that long-term effects are very important, but the sensorial aspect of a product is also important. Take this product for example. Over time, the essence works wonders to lighten hyperpigmentation. But in the meantime, you can enjoy a mood-boosting temporary effect. Next, meet Isanox UV Sun Pro 365 Extreme Sun Fluid. As I said many times on this channel, Isanox UV Sun Pro 365 Extreme Sun Fluid is my favorite Korean sunscreen of all time. If I had to pick only one sunscreen to wear for the rest of my life, this would be the one. It's a highly resistant waterproof sunscreen with the comfortable feeling of use of a daily sunscreen. The Extreme Sun Fluid has a liquid sun milk formula that glides smoothly across the skin and dries with a soft satin finish. The sunscreen forms a thin water-resistant film on the surface of the skin, which helps lock in moisture and prevents the formula from budging when it's exposed to high temperatures and sweat. The thing I like the most about this sunscreen is how versatile it is. It's lightweight but provides great skin barrier support. It's very resistant against high temperatures and sweat, but it's still comfortable to wear on a daily basis. And the silky finish works both on its own and as a makeup base. Moving on, the next product I want to share with you is the Crystal Aging Comforting Cream. In the first year of the pandemic, I really struggled to find day creams that provided enough skin barrier support for my dry skin but didn't have an oily finish that could make the part of my face covered by the face mask even more humid and potentially lead to breakouts. I tried many creams at the time, and this is one of the very few products I was completely satisfied with and ended up repurchasing multiple times. Isanox Crystal Aging Comforting Cream is a complete moisturizer designed to protect the skin from external aggressors and relieve irritation. The cream is powered by two classical plant ingredients borrowed from traditional Oriental medicine: honeysuckle and grape wine. These plants are treasured in Oriental medicine for their extraordinary ability to survive even in cold temperatures, and they're commonly used to dissipate heat and treat inflammation. From the point of view of modern science, these ingredients are known for their high content of flavonoids that help relieve inflammation and reduce oxidative stress. To enhance these natural properties, both ingredients were fermented at a low temperature for 7 consecutive days. All types of fermentation help break down ingredients into smaller molecules, so that the active components can be absorbed better and quicker by the skin. However, high temperature fermentation often leads to unhealthy yeast overgrowth and ends up hindering the efficacy of the original ingredients. Low temperature fermentation, on the other hand, is more costly and time-consuming, but it's used to preserve the active components of plant extracts and improve their efficacy thanks to the byproducts of healthy yeast. In the Crystal Aging Comforting Cream, these two ingredients are combined with ceramide, squalane, panthenol and cholesterol to provide intense skin barrier support. The cream has a very unique consistency that reminds me of a dry balm. It's deeply nourishing but has the silky smooth finish of a makeup primer. I find that creams with this level of skin barrier support and this type of finish are really hard to come across. So if you're looking for a rich moisturizer without an oily finish, I think this is a great option. Next, meet the Tervina AD Cold Massage Cream. Despite being part of their cleansing line, the Cold Massage Cream is not really a cleanser. Rather, it's a gentle exfoliating product created with dry and aging skin in mind. When we grow old, skin turnover gradually slows down. This leads to dead skin cells accumulating more and more on the surface of the skin, which in turn makes skin appear dull and flaky and highlights wrinkles. For this reason, when you're building an anti-aging skincare routine, it's very important to include products that can help you speed up cell turnover and get your skin back on track. There are different approaches you can take. You can use ingredients like retinoids or vitamin C, or you can use a dedicated exfoliating treatment. And that's where massage creams come into play. In Asian beauty, massage cream is a term used to describe gentle exfoliating products that are used to remove old skin cells and sebum buildup through a massaging motion. Unlike other forms of physical exfoliation, massage creams have a high oil content and no hard particles, so they tend to be less stripping on the skin. They're supposed to be applied right after cleansing and massaged thoroughly on the skin for around 3 to 5 minutes, and then rinsed off with water. The Cold Massage Cream is one of my favorite exfoliating products. Whenever my skin feels particularly grey and lifeless, this product brings it back to life and gives it a beautiful, healthy glow. In a way, I would describe it as a shoe polish for your face. Moving on, this is Isonox Age Focus Vitaquinone Melacare for All Cream. The Melacare for All Cream is a moisturizer created to reduce age spots and melasma. It was developed in response to the increasing number of people in Korea seeking treatment for pigmentation disorders after the pandemic. If you'd like to learn more about this phenomenon, I talked about it in my video on 2022 Korean beauty trends. The key strength of the Melacare for All Cream is that it's a multifunctional treatment that targets all different aspects of pigmentation disorders. While most brightening creams only work to reduce the appearance of dark spots, with this cream, Isonox decided to look at the bigger picture and say, what are the other symptoms of pigmentation disorders besides the obvious ones? Like lackluster skin tone, decrease in elasticity, and constant reappearance of dark spots. So they developed a treatment that could address all these symptoms at once. The Melacare for All cream, in fact, contains two targeted ingredients to reduce the appearance of age spots and melasma, along with a blend of 6 revitalizing ingredients to improve overall skin tone, 3 antioxidant ingredients to prevent the formation of new dark spots, and countless ingredients to increase elasticity, reduce the appearance of wrinkles, and provide skin barrier support. The Melacare for All cream can be used both day and night, but since it was created mainly to prevent the formation of new dark spots due to UV exposure, the cream has a versatile formula that is rich enough to fill in fine lines and smooth skin texture, but at the same time is not oily, so it can be worn comfortably even in hot and humid weather. The synergy of ingredients and outstanding performance made the Melacare for All cream one of the 2 most successful products by Isonox of the past 2 years. What's the other product? Meet Isonox LX New Vitamax Ampoule. Despite the fact that the target demographic for Isonox products is usually women over 30, during the past year, this product became unexpectedly popular among younger generations. The secret behind this surprising popularity is that the Vitamax Ampoule is a really well thought through antioxidant serum. This product only contains 5.5 of ascorbic acid, which is the most active form of vitamin C. But while most entry-level vitamin C serums only contain a low percentage of ascorbic acid, I find that this serum was formulated in a very clever way to boost its overall effectiveness. In total, the Vitamax Ampoule contains 12 vitamins and 3 antioxidant ingredients to address all different aspects of oxidative damage. This synergy of ingredients helps reduce hyperpigmentation, prevent the formation of new dark spots, and provide skin barrier support to improve skin's defenses. Usually, I don't find products with such a low percentage of ascorbic acid to be really effective on my skin, but this ampoule was truly surprising. The ampoule has a lightweight but deeply hydrating formula that absorbs quickly without stickiness. When I was testing this serum, I stopped using all other brightening or exfoliating treatments to see if this product really lived up to its promises. And it did. Obviously, since my skin is already used to stronger treatments, it took me a longer time to get the same results with this serum. But given the low percentage of ascorbic acid in the product, I find the results really impressive, and I would even say that this is my favorite entry-level Korean vitamin C serum out there. That was all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!